Friends, I think this story cuts me deep because I feel like, as a person who is from the ghetto and from the inner city, there is so many times that you see people just falter and you wonder why do they falter and what's really going on. And so that's exactly why I think I keep following this Melissa story. Let's go.
So I kind of really don't want to ask you, but I feel like I need to ask you.
Man, come on, man. You can ask me whatever.
I just been thinking like I'm tired of always like asking everybody for something like help on the rent, help for this. You know what I mean? So I just came up with an idea instead of just go get a regular job. I've been researching body sculpting, like the
Okay.
do body.
All right, so let's stop right there. What's wrong with getting a regular job? Is this what I'm talking about? It's almost like sometimes in the ghetto or in the hood as we'd call it here. People can't just do a regular job. Something is wrong with a regular job. This is exactly where this whole thing of when women say them don't want the average man is what they're talking about. A regular job, there's something against you going out and getting a regular job. Something against that. I don't know what's wrong with getting a regular job. I don't know what's wrong with getting a regular job at all. And this is what makes people do things that they're not supposed to do.
Sculpting.
Okay. I see that. I love that. You know what I'm saying? Starting your entrepreneurial journey.
Yes.
Love that. Nah, for
That is
sure.
the idea. That's the move.
Okay.
So I could do a certification training. The thing is that body sculpting is, the beauty industry is very specific. You know what I mean? You have to have an eye for it, and you have to like look the part. And that's the problem is, I can't see.
What you mean you can't see? Like, don't you wear glasses?
Yeah, but my glasses are not giving. I look like a nerd with my glasses on.
Okay, so essentially what you're telling me is that okay, you want to be an entrepreneur, right? But you have to look the part as an entrepreneur. Remember, no, this is not her being and I'm gonna give you this straight off the bat. This is not her being an artist on stage where you know what I mean, like you need to do certain things of the sort, right? And also, what I'm to contact lens anyway. You could wear contact lens for whatever part of the day to do whatever it is that you want to do. Instead, what she's saying is what's stopping her from getting to the bag and getting to the business or to the entrepreneurial thing that she's thinking of is laser surgery. This is what I mean. How I said that we people who are from the ghetto, right? A lot of the times when people make it out is because they put up a bunch of unnecessary barriers because society has put that on them, and that's exactly where Hollywood is. That's where Hollywood is, and that's exactly why Hollywood is giving all of these terrible advice about business to Melissa. That's where that comes from.
It's a problem. It can just get in the way.
Well, you a beautiful nerd. How about that? You
Well,
know
I
what I'm
think
saying?
I'd be more beautiful if I had some LASIK surgery, though.
LASIK.
Yeah, then I won't have to wear my glasses no more. It's a more permanent, you know, fix.
Okay. So how much is LASIK?
Like 1,500, 2,000 per eye.
Damn. Okay. So you ain't thinking about getting no contacts and all that?
I can't deal with that. That's too much. Like, gotta put them in, take them out. They
You know
be
what?
drying up. You know
No.
what I mean? Like, I'm gonna be doing body sculpting. I gotta work with my hands. I gotta have an eye for particular things. Like, you know what I mean?
All right, so this is all BS because I know I've seen people that has done body sculpting before. If you're talking about being a tattoo artist, because that's what it sounds like to me, bar body, whatever it is. I've seen people work in them glasses and do whatever it is that they have to do. I didn't know that a glasses is a barrier. I didn't know that LASIK surgery is a barrier to a business. This is the first I'm hearing this barrier to any business at all, but I'm showing you. Maybe this is exactly what this is showing you. How when people are from the ghetto, and O'Neill came from the ghetto as well, so him sees a lot of this. How people put up a lot of unnecessary barriers for themselves and say, well, we can't make it out of the ghetto because of this or because of that. And I'm betting you right now, I'm putting the money on it that no matter how much LASIK surgery Hollywood does, she's never going to get where she wants to get to because it's mindset first over all of the looks and everything else.
I gotta look the part. Glasses ain't cute.
Nah, I feel it. You know,
Hey,
it's like a one and done type thing, right?
That's right. There you go.
Oh, what's up, bro?
It's an investment in the future.
Why is he giving you money?
Here you go. All in my business. What's the problem?
What you mean? What's the problem? Why is
Yeah.
he giving you money?
Girl, mind your business. I'm about to get some surgery.
You give out money for a BBL Trill?
Man, watch out, man.
No, not no BBL.
So what
I'm
surgery?
trying to get LASIK surgery for my eyes. You know I can't see.
Exactly. So now Melissa comes in and she's surprised that her mother is asking for money again, as if she doesn't know that this is the pattern that she's been in. But she doesn't know that this is the pattern that she's been in. Which is exactly why we talked about the whole idea of her when she get the whole business with Mike. And Mike has put her on another, and that's why I keep saying, that's why I keep saying, as bad as y'all want to talk about Mike, I realize that okay, there's something I'm realizing with ladies, and it's just a steady thing from the channel, right? And ladies, don't feel no way at all about it. It's just an observation. It seems like y'all prioritize cheating and lying or whatever else it is. Cheating, then I'm gonna use cheating. It seems like y'all prioritize cheating over other areas of life, and I'm not saying that cheating isn't something that should be looked on, but life should be looked on in a whole. It shouldn't be looked at in just a little vacuum. And I feel like once there's cheating, then ladies' minds can't get past the cheating and can't see the other things that are actually going on. When I mentioned about exactly why Melissa shouldn't be giving up on business and I was flagging her for business and all of these things, the first thing people come up with is, yeah, but O'Neal Mike has been cheating. And even though I kept saying, guys, even if she want to leave Mike, she should be thinking about exactly what is she doing with her business and how she's working with her business and what she's doing about said business. She should still keep up with her schooling, keep up with the other pieces. But everybody's mind was kind of stuck. A lot of the ladies' mind was stuck at the mere fact that Mike cheated upon her and him have this baby thing. That take precedence over everything else. And like I said, she could have sell her interest in the business and continue on at the school thing or try to do something else or give it some time, then do whatever it is. In fact, Mike barely at the store, so really and truly, she hardly ever encounter Mike anyways. But none of that took place, and that's what I'm talking about. If you think LASIK surgery is going to change Hollywood's mindset, you're grossly mistaken. The one thing I've come to understand, and I keep saying ghetto is more than just a place, it's a state of mind. There's something about the ghetto that keeps people down. What is it? I think it really and truly is just thought processes. You are taught to think in, as you're seeing now, looks. That's why keeping up with the Joneses is so prominent in the ghetto. And I see it's more than just in Jamaica. I realize that it's the same thing here. That's what it is. That's the thing that the ghetto is very, very similar. The ghetto and the hood, if you want to use them interchangeably, that's what is going on. So I prefer to be dressing in a bunch of Jordans and a bunch of chains and whatever else it is than have a business. Or than going to work and doing something else because, hey, God forbid, I go to work. I don't want to be nerdy looking going to work. What's wrong with working? So everything else we're good in our life, whatever it is that you do, else takes precedence over the just, hey, living a regular life. What's wrong with living a regular life? But that's exactly what you're being marketed to. But I'm showing y'all why I gave Melissa those flags, and you keep seeing it again and again and again. That's why I listen to this story, because the story is so natural, and so I think I can identify with this story because I've lived through this story for a period of time. But anyway, let me know what you guys think. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Talk to y'all soon.